Today I want to share with you some tips on how to stop trading time for money. And by that I mean how to stop being at the job where you spend your time to get money and actually earning more money without spending more time doing it. And I think that's a skill that very few people have, but if you can do it, you're going to be a step ahead of a lot of people in this world. So that's going to be awesome. What's up traders, welcome back to Chiang Mai in Thailand, and I want to share with you specifically how you can make $5,000 per month. We'll take that number as a basic number, not because it's high, it's not high at all, but because I feel like you could do pretty much most of what you want with that number. Most people could live well, almost anywhere in the world with that amount of money, and so we'll just do that. So I want to share with you some steps because I'm all about the tactical advice you can use and apply right away, and some processes, so not like some fluff that you cannot apply after. So that's going to be very tactical. The first thing you got to think about when you think about doing this stuff of not trading time for money is you got to think about the fact that if you're going to do it trading, which is what I recommend on this channel because I'm talking about this all the time, is you got to first have a strategy and a process, that's for sure. And we've done countless videos on that in the past. I'll link some below if you want to check it out about how to do this, how to come up with a strategy, a process, and follow it. Pretty simple stuff. Now, a lot of you guys, because in this channel we're quite advanced, people are taking action and getting some results, which I'm really happy about. So if that's your case, you might be further in that and you already have a strategy, you plan to trade properly for some time, and that's awesome. The next phase is you're going to be able to keep track of your statistics, and that means going back every month at your stats, looking at them, making sure that everything's fine, that you have a reasonable drawdown, some reasonable stats, and that you can sustain this for the long term. Okay, so most people cannot do this. Most people are just going to trade and make money fast. They want to make money fast, but then they cannot sustain the stats, which means that they never will able to build wealth and a long-term income stream with trading. If you look at your stats every month and you keep track of things and you improve over time, then you can build a stream of income, something powerful with trading. But if not, it's just like a game for you or a hobby or a way to make money fast, and that won't last. If that's your case, if that's your goal to kind of just make money fast and become a millionaire by next week, then you might just want to skip this video. It's not for you and I don't want to talk to you at all. But if you're with me and if you understand that this is a process, you have to learn and you have to stay consistent with it, then we can talk about the next things. So you've got a strategy, a process, you've got a key look at your stats, so your metrics every month, you know what you should expect and you're confident about it, and plus you know how to adapt based on your stats. Then that's where it gets really interesting. That's where you can kind of multiply the money you make right now with trading. Okay. Now, the third step is you gotta, of course, gather capital, and that might mean for you saving money and making sure that you have money put aside of your salary right now to put in your trading account later. If you don't have the money right now to invest in your account, or you cannot save money, then you have to get external financing, and that is hard to do when your stats are bad, but very easy when your stats are good and you keep track of them and you know your stats by heart. So if you can kind of master your stats and understand what to expect from trading, and you know that you won't blow up your account by next week, and investors know that they can get a proper return on the money they give you, then that's easy to get money to trade from other people. And I want to suggest a way that it's actually the simplest I found, because you could go out and try to find financing from different people and meet investors in person, but that's going to take a long time. So recently I found out about Access Select, which is a program combining Psychquestion and AxeTrader, two companies that kind of merged. Psychquestion was acquired by AxeTrader, and they created this program. The only thing you have to do is you have to connect your account and get a score on Psychquestion to be able to get money from AxeTrader. Now you have to have an account with Axe, of course, that's just the basics, but that's how it works. So I want to show you right here on the screen the requirement they have and kind of the capital they can allow you to trade with over time. It starts with 10K, and then you can go to 50K, which is, if you double your account every year, a little bit less than $5,000 a month. And then it goes to 100K, and plus getting financing from outside investors. That's where it gets like really interesting. So there's no question like trying to get money fast, trying to get money quickly, trying to fund an account with a lot of money you have. That doesn't exist, because you can all do this if you trust the process, if you have a strategy first, the metrics that you track over time, and making sure you improve based on those. That's pretty much all it takes to be able to get money from other people and to trade with it. Now, it gets to a point where you can get money from outside investors with that program. So we're talking 1 million plus. They're not there yet, but that's a possibility in the future. And just think about the fact that if you can make 10-20% a year on that, that's $100,000-$200,000, which is pretty crazy. So that's how it works. And guys, I don't want to push the program too far, but if you think it's a good fit for you, I'll put a link below for that. You have to put an account with Axie first, of course, and then go to that program if you want. I recommend it. It's definitely a good way to kind of get financing from other people. And this is the simplest way I've found, where it's more like metric based and simple to follow. So I would recommend that. But in any case, you decide if you want to have your own capital, you put it on the line, or someone else's capital. And then we can go to the other step, which is ensuring that you have a coach to guide you along the way. Now, I cannot stress this enough how important it is to have a coach with you when you kind of want to scale things up, or when you want to be able to get double the result you have right now or more. A coach can help you a lot on that case. And if you want to make $5,000 per month, there's no reason not to pay a coach like $1,000 per month to help you. Like, it just makes sense. It's just an investment you get to hopefully get more money over time. Okay, and that would make a lot of sense to me. So you decide what you do, but I would see this as very, very useful. And I've used coaches myself in the past. They really helped me kind of level up my game. So I recommend you do the same as well. But regardless, the next step you have to do in that case is to scale things up and increase over time. You gotta have a plan to kind of scale things up over time as you get more capital, as you get comfortable with bigger numbers. And that's just a question of time before you reach higher level of capital. And when one thing goes well, the others follow. And that's kind of what you want to think about. So how that makes sense, guys, I would recommend you check out the program link below with Axie Trader and Psychoesion. Highly recommend. In any case, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Here are a few comments in the past video. I appreciate you guys for leaving comments, as always, down below in the comment section. And I'll be catching you back here tomorrow for another video in Chiang Mai. Ciao.